Got them on the line. It was about a year ago at this time that Dimitri Trice at Wisconsin had one of those very similar nights that Tyson had tonight. We forced hard twos. Those were hard twos other than the 1-3 he made. He made them. Give him credit. I thought we did a great job on Gabe. I thought we did a really good job on Max. And we forced two guys who haven't been big scorers for him to try to score the ball to beat us. I say this all the time. Jacob Grandison is a guy that I trust more than anything. He's in the gym at 3 o'clock the other night after coming back from Rutgers, he and Plummer. And it so often happens, really good things happen to you when you tackle adversity and you come out on the other side of it. But Kofi was excellent, dominant. He's had 2 great days of practice. And then Trent Frazier, and I got to admit it was a broken play. He went way too early on the play we had called, and just jumps up and makes a play. Just made a shot. And it doesn't matter that he's 0 for 5 or 0 for 6 the first half. He just makes a shot. So good win for us. Bouncing back after a lackluster performance at Rutgers, but I'm proud of this group and thought we did a lot of good things too.
Coach, it was second chance points were a big stat in this game. Can you comment on the effort on the offensive glass?
Well, I think we've been out rebounded 7 of our last 9, or somewhere close to that. I don't know if that's exactly right, but it's enough. It's enough. I was concerned coming into the game. I mean, obviously that's what Michigan State does, is rebound. But we had to get other guys rebounding beyond Kofi. And too often we take him for granted because he gets rebounds. But I thought tonight our activity was much better. Obviously Jake had a couple offensive rebounds. Kobe was obviously dominant with 5. But Kofi's energy was terrific.
Brad, you really challenged your guys. Was there a point in the last couple of days that you knew that resonated like this?
I thought it felt pretty good about it the first day. And then I was harder, more demanding the second. And they responded and really challenged. And this group has a lot of, they had a lot of fun last year winning it. And they know what it's about. And we needed to get back to that, and we needed to develop a little more of a warrior mentality, as I call it, and felt pretty good about that. High character guys in that locker room.
Brad, was Coleman's activity and energy especially helpful in that first half and noticeable?
Yes. He made one mistake, helping off Hauser, which is just about as big a sin as we can have on that end. But his activity, his energy, it's amazing. The ball goes in when you have that kind of energy. I liked our bench tonight. I'm really trying to find a rotation pattern, and I felt pretty good about that tonight, and making sure the guys had the right type of minutes. But Coleman was true.
Brad, to come in here and get your first win at Breslin as head coach here and stay at top in the Big Ten, does it mean anything to you to get one from a guy who you respect so much time?
Yeah, this is the best. I mean, our business was made great because of guys like Tom, and to not want to follow a lot of his lead and pattern, and we talk a lot, and we think a lot alike in terms of the way the game should be played, and the character of the young men, and obviously he's a Hall of Famer, so it was important for me because I haven't won here, so it's a box checked, and it just so happens it keeps us in first. You guys know I don't worry too much about the standings. It's the next game, but yeah, it felt good to come in here and be able to check the box.
Right. With how experienced this group is and how much you've been with them, I wonder, were you curious to see how they were going to respond to kind of have an idea of what you were going to see today?
I hoped I had an idea. I mean, it's not the first time they've heard about, you know, me taking someone to the Pizza Hut parking lot and back in the day. And, but it's just a mentality. And the mentality's gotta be, it's February, it's hard, it's tough, nothing's easy. And staying connected is the biggest part of that, and together, and learning to fight for who we are, and not our individual stuff, but who we are. And so I felt pretty good about that, and really challenged him with that. And I thought Kofi's leadership, Trent's leadership, Devontae's leadership really came through today.
Brad, and maybe forcing Walker into the shots you wanted him to take, and in fact he made them. Just what did you guys do to maybe have the wherewithal to keep making plays even though they weren't getting stopped?
Yeah, the game didn't stop. I mean, the good thing is we went through it a year ago, and just about the same margin, and at Wisconsin, and he had 19 points in 2 minutes. We couldn't stop him. So it was. I didn't want to take Kofi out. You don't have timeouts. You've got to keep Kofi in. We raised him a little bit higher in the ball screens, and then we committed an and one. Other than that, all of his shots were jump shots. That was the only and one. So we give him 2-point jump shots. I'm pretty happy with that most of the time. You got to make a lot of them to beat you.
Brad, you said you trusted Jake all along. Back here, Brad.
Yep.
You said you trusted Jake all along. What did it mean for you to see him break through and finally get some shots to go down tonight?
Man, that's what it's all about. Seeing really good things happen to really good people. And I know he is 100% in our corner. Not his corner, our corner. And that means winning. And, he's got his routine. He's been as frustrated. He's down. He missed the layup at Rutgers. And literally I thought he was going to cry on the court. That kid wants to win so bad. But it's his passing, it's his shooting. And he's an elite shooter. Just needed maybe a little reshift to his focus, and he was very good tonight on the defensive end as well.
Coach, you went with Corbello down the stretch there. Was that about trying to slow down Tyson Walker? And is that an indication that you're starting to trust him a little bit more in the game situations?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we all know that. I think Dre's been in 14 practices all year, in 14. And yesterday was our 85th practice. So it's not where he's had a bunch of run, but he stayed after practice. He was getting a lot of work. He made a big floater, plus his ball handling and his ability to make plays down the stretch helped us on the other end. So he made a great cut, made a great pass to Devontae, got a wide open three, just missed it. Those playmaking opportunities are just as important, and when he gets back truly in the 100% capacity and right, he's an elite defender as well.
Brad, back in the back. As far as the team's connectivity you were talking about, it just seemed like guys were hustling to help guys up even today. Is that part of that energy that you're talking about, the togetherness, and how much does that really impact the game as well?
It is the game. We can draw up X's and O's. You can only draw up an X and O to get Kofi a basket. That's the truth. The reality is it's all about the other stuff. They've got to want to fight and play for each other. That's what I challenged them with. And when a guy makes a hard play and somebody falls down, doggone, we need to have 4 other guys sprinting over there to pick him up. And it can't be just in practice. It's got to be all the time. And we win together, we lose together, we cry together, we laugh together. And that's the way it's always been here.
You mentioned a broken play down the stretch. Did you want that shot for Trent? And then what does it mean to have that kind of guy when there's a lot on the line late in the year and all that he's been?
He went about 13 seconds too early. The play was an option for him and Kofi. And he just went early. And then all of a sudden we got Jake on the wrong side of the floor. We still have plenty of time, but now all of a sudden everybody's looking at me, and Trent just jumps up and shoots it, which You know, it's what Trent does. He's so in the moment. The best thing about Trent is nothing that's happened bothers him, good or bad. He just plays that play. And, you know, it's very nice to have a guy like that that is on your team and can go make a play. He made a lot of really good plays today. Thank you.
Outside our locker room, we'll have cold